catastrophic, life-threatening flooding here.
We just had a big impact at the coast, well inland as well. Unfortunately, that's happening right here.
And then I went to go, wash my hands, found out we didn't have any water. It was still a tropical storm. It was raining, it was dark and stormy night, and I go out there pucking around to find out what the hell is going on. And it's Monday, Hurricane Storm Debbie just came through, and if you could see this loveliness, you know what happened, right? Yep, piece of tree branch came down and smashed into my well. So we're gonna make some emergency repairs to get water restored today. Luckily, it didn't smash much. It knocked over the pump table, and I'm gonna rebuild that. And right now, I'm just going through what I have on hand. So, looks like I might have gotten exceptionally lucky. So here's the old piece, and this is gonna go from the top of the pump down and into the bottom of the tank, which is 25-ish more inches. So I'm gonna keep an empty piece like that, and I'll cut it on site. So the basic idea is that top of pump goes into here, this goes to this, which goes that way. I will be cutting on site. Step 1 is completed. But we're not too bad. I mean, we're 20, 30 miles inland from Daytona, so not so bad. Yeah, let's get safe looked at. Home away from home. I had to put that in vinyl right there on the diamond plate. So here's the nightmare in question. I've got my thread dope inside, but I just want to double check that this will do what I want it to do. You know, I don't actually see any. So I just don't think they were long enough. They just barely. This is why I left it here, was to protect it a little, I hope. But anyway, that's what fell from up there. Actually, that's light enough. I thought I was gonna have to cut them out and saw this up. Holy shit, it's not even a branch, it's just bark. Bring this, here we go. So this whole thing's gonna get, this whole used to be a thing. It was a table, they were all attached. Okay, we can make that work. But right now we're just gonna get water. Is that a crack? Or is it just a streak of pipe glue? I am building from top down. I honestly, if there's a better, build it from bottom up. I don't know. Oh, maybe that's why we build from the bottom up instead of the top. But we got a little wiggle room here. Okay, water runoff is in. Night. Okay, we're gonna have to trim that a little bit because I don't want that. You can see that angle. This is too high. So. Can't even describe how fucking hot and muggy. This is the worst time ever, I think, in Florida. Post-hurricane, it's like all the wind left the state. I don't know if I'm doing this. Probably every plumber is going to give me a bad comment. I want to wrap it so that I can't really get this whole piece of thread around it, or the roll, so I'm going to just rip the piece off. But you want to wrap it so that the tail is in the direction it's going to spin, so you're not unwinding it when you tighten it on. Yeah, I did it backwards the first time, but I mean, what that felt to me at the end of the wrench feels like what I would get if I went hand tight and just like a quarter to half turn more. Should have worn my gloves. Oh, all right. So now I can take this down. Is this okay? We'll come to that. Just start building it back to this guy. So that needs primer. We're doing, yeah, blue is everything else, so we don't need the pipe thread yet. I already put the overpressure valve inside, so we can prime most everything actually. All right, this is, we'll call this step 65 because I'm not keeping track, but we're gonna need to start coming up. So I'm thinking it's gonna be that one. Connector. Looks like I need to remove a little more. Oh, no. Well, yeah, I'm going to need to pull a little more material off that. Glue it. Make sure it's snug. Okay, so I have to make, maybe this would be good because then I can actually, no, that would be a pain. It's going to be easier to fit this one than this one because I'll be rocking it up and down. So I think it'll be this way. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Commit, choose, and commit. It's a blade over a ½ inch. If you line this at one of the edges, I don't need a ½ inch. But why is it cutting so weirdly? Guys, don't get it, but we're gonna, yes, we're good. All right, and glue it, stick it. All right, give that, what, 40 minutes to be perfectly, it's theoretically, it's wet dry, I think, right? Rain or shine, which I'm assuming, I hope, is the same as wet dry, but okay, so thank you for hanging with us through this little excursion of fixing the well pump. This is, well, obviously for me it was a day chore that literally took me away from my mission that day, which was to get hurricane B-roll for a friend of mine who does a weather channel. And by the time, I mean, other than the trips to the store, by the time I got done, it was all cleaned up. for the most part. There were a few branches, like big branches down, but it's mostly palm fronds and very light storm damage, light debris. So, but I did go that afternoon, and I drove around. And I did do some test shots, which were gonna actually be the highlight of this whole episode, but that got in the way. So I will put the link to the hurricane B-roll in the description, and I'll link it to the end of this video, so you can just go right to that and watch the lovely bits that I wanted to get from the very, very beginning. And hopefully we will, well, it's Florida, it's not hopefully, we will have more hurricane B-roll coming out. Hopefully with the minimum of damage to people or property. But thank you again. You're a trooper for sticking around. We appreciate it. Take care. Hope you have a better day.